I know, we're like,
Yeah. We're live.
we're live. And we're feeling good on a Tuesday. How are you guys feeling? How are you feeling, Emily?
I'm feeling great. We had like a crazy week of wrestling and a crazy weekend. And I know you were busy with stuff. I don't know. I feel like it feels like a good week,
I know.
We're
I'm
getting
still
closer,
feeling I'm
closer to
still feeling the
May 1st.
wrestling high, I'm still on that wrestling high. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know about you. I consumed so much wrestling this weekend, and I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even watch WrestleMania. It was I watched like all the indie shows, and I stayed up to like midnight to watch the Title Match Network that was running late because of the show before it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there like at 1:00 in the morning, yelling at my computer screen because everyone was asleep, with my headphones on. I've just been riding this wrestling high.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm so proud of everyone who went out there and did some indie shows
No
and
kidding.
everyone, like all the production team members
Yeah.
this week, everyone involved, like they all put on some amazing shows. Like, and I'm not just talking about WWE and the normal shows we talk about.
Right.
Like everyone, I feel like tried to put on a good show, and I hope everyone stayed safe. That's what I was worried about. But
yeah, exactly. That's the one thing about everybody coming together is that everybody came together, and they also was like, hey, don't forget, you're going back to home, get tested. You're gonna need to take those tests every couple of days, which a lot of them are being responsible. They will, and they do, because they're traveling. This is their livelihood. This is what they want to do. So got to keep everybody safe. But so much wrestling. I loved it so much. If you guys missed it, go check out Ladies Night Out, because La Rosa Negra went up against Sky Blue for the Midget Pro Wrestling Championships, because it was defended over there at Ladies Night Out you can watch it through the Title Match Network. So much wrestling, and I was trying to catch up on some of it, but I had a lot of it on in the background. But man, they kept Title Match Network busy over there.
Oh yeah, totally. It's so much. Yeah, everyone has a lot to catch up on. I have to give a shout out to Ryan real quick, because Ryan was with me for all of my women's wrestling talk watch-alongs. He was always there, super supportive. So I
popping into like the Nation show.
A quick shout out, because he was there giving supporting me and all the wrestling happening. So
nice. Man, it was just there was so much going on. I was trying to pop into the Nation show, and now I realized I missed that.
I know,
Dave LaGreca and
Sunday, right? Yeah. I missed that too.
I was like, okay, well, I wasn't expecting Thunder Rosa to pop in. I don't know. I guess I should have expected it, but
they keep building. They're building heat. Like I'm like, we got to talk about this, because we're gonna have to get some extra security.
Right.
Like, things are gonna go down on May 1st.
I agree.
I think we need like a medical professional on standby.
We will have our regular medic there, Ruben. So hopefully
we
Ruben.
Might need some extra.
Yeah. I'll be like, Ruben, you need to bring
some backup. Bring some backup.
Bring some backup. Bring a stretcher. Bring one of those paddles.
Because man, I mean, it's gonna. I loved how Thunder Rosa popped up on the Busted Open.
I know,
WrestleMania watch party, and caused some trouble, because she has to stand her ground and put him in his place. So
she does. But I've said it before, and I say it again. I think I'm on Dave LaGreca's side on this. I think I'm leaning towards Dave, because maybe she could have just worn the shirt. I'm just saying.
Did you see that she ripped the shirt?
She ripped it off.
She ripped the shirt.
That's right, she did.
And it was wild. And the thing is, like, do we need to have extra shirts on standby on May 1st?
I know.
Like, maybe that's all it will take. Like, we need a mediator.
Yeah, shirts are getting ripped, guys. Definitely. There's so much happening on May 1st, guys. So the Nation show have decided they're going to do a pre-show as well. So they're going to have a pre-show there on the spot, talking to talent. Emily's going to be doing a live pre-show as well. Theirs won't be live. Theirs will be pre-recorded and shown later. But you will be there. You will be live doing interviews, talking to the ladies.
Talking to the ladies as they get ready for Locked and Loaded, May 1st show. There's going to be a lot going on. We have a lot of matchups. We have a lot of debuts. So I hope to talk to some of the new talent that are coming in to the Mission Pro family. And get the scoop on some of these, like we have returning rivalries happening.
Yes.
We have some new matchups that have gotten some heat. We also have that big title match that
Red Velvet and La Rosa
Negra, which they have been going back and forth in social media and causing some trouble. Yeah. And I'm a little concerned that they'll need some backup as well. So
and then I loved Marty Bell went and she had some words for Alex Gracia. Mm-hmm. I loved her intensity, but I'm kind of sad we may not see the same Marty we've seen in the past, smiley, happy Marty. She came out there with some intensity. If you guys haven't seen it, check our YouTube channel. Marty Bell had some words for the Pink Dream. She was like, I'm going to be turning your pink dreams into nightmares. She's not going to be coming out there smiling and happy. She's on a mission, and she's coming for what's hers.
I feel like all these ladies are on a mission to win, to take over the wrestling.
Yes.
I've watched Marty Bell for a really long time. She had such an incredible year last year, and she's she's always dominated the ring, dominated whatever she's done. And this, I saw her release her promo. And, I'm actually really excited to see this new turn. I'm excited to see this new attitude.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what she brings, because I feel like you can't always be happy all the time. You can't always, especially in this past year, people have changed. People have evolved. And so I think she's going to bring a whole new energy to the ring, a whole new energy to her opponent. And you never know, we might see a whole new Marty Bell that we're not prepared for.
I agree. I like that. I like the fact that she's bringing some intensity, and it makes me wonder what Alex Gracia is going to bring, because Alex Gracia always brings that power of positivity. She's the Pink Dream.
Exactly.
But how do you combat somebody who's just coming in there to like beat you? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's going to definitely going to make Alex Gracia step up as well. You know what I mean? Like she's going to have to bring it even harder to keep up with what Marty Bell is going to bring. And, what Bobby says is, that's another matchup that's great. We've haven't really talked about that one very much, but Layla Gray is returning, and Rache Chanel. And Rache Chanel's definitely a fan favorite, at Mission Pro Wrestling. Who doesn't love the bougie badass Rache Chanel, who's coming off her, another great WrestleMania weekend. I mean, she had some great matches over there in Tampa, so you guys should check her out. She was on Ladies Night Out. Excuse me, not Ladies Night Out. She was on, you can find some of her matches on Title Match Network as well, on some of the other shows like Best in Class, so go check them out. Another matchup that I'm really, really excited for is the Viva Van versus Roxy, because I don't think that they have faced each other before. And this is also a new environment for Viva Van. We've talked about debuts. There's a lot of debuts on this show, and Viva Van is debuting. Roxy, she is the Texas sweetheart. She's the prodigy. So she's coming in here already a fan favorite, whereas Viva Van, she may be coming into some hostility with the Texas fans. You know what I mean? That's a difficult position to be in.
Yeah, it is a very difficult position to be in, because you don't know when you're making your debut in a new city, in a new place, you never know how the fans will react, right? Yeah. And, I've worked with Viva Van before at United Wrestling Network, at Champions Wrestling from Hollywood, and Primetime Live. And she definitely has a presence about her, and she is very methodical in what she does.
Yes.
And so I think it's something to watch out for, that she's not going to show all of her cards right away.
Exactly.
Keep things close to her chest and plan things methodically and accordingly in order to get the upper hand. So, And I feel like she will talk back if fans don't.
Absolutely.
She might bring, so Ryan, be careful. Don't.
Yeah. I definitely think that's one thing that a lot of our ladies do. If they do not like what the audience has to say, they are not afraid of speaking back to you guys.
Let you know. So you guys, I shared, if you guys haven't seen it in the chat, I shared Marty Bell's statement for her debut at Mission Pro. So go like the video, subscribe to Mission Pro's YouTube channel if you haven't already, and share it. We're trying to get our numbers up.
Yeah, and that's another thing with Marty Bell and Alex Gracia. Even though they are going to be rivals at the show, May 2nd, Sunday after the show, they're going to be doing a meet and greet at the wrestling store in San Antonio at the at Rolling Oaks Mall. So it's the wrestling store in Rolling Oaks Mall in San Antonio. They're doing a meet and greet, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We will make sure to keep them separated because no matter who wins, there's going to be a grudge there. So we're going to keep them separated.
Yeah, keep them separate, like tables across the way, like away from each other. Like, you know how it goes. Like, you're a good organizer. We could, we'll keep
them separated. And also, don't forget, guys, when we do meet and greets, we also live stream from the event. So we'll be live streaming from the event. I will be there. I'll be talking to them. I'll be talking to Thunder Rosa. Will be there. So we'll be talking to them, seeing what's going on. Maybe get a little bit of feedback of how their match went. Hopefully there won't be too much chaos. I just saw Chaos Theory podcast popped in, so thought I'd throw a shout out to one of our sponsors.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. So can't wait till the 1st. It's so cool to see my logo on y'all's Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, so if you guys are a sponsor at a specific tier, we give you a shout out on Mission Pro Wrestling's social channels, and so you get a big shout out. We have an awesome following. We have amazing supporters and fans, and so if you are not a sponsor yet, let us know. You can reach out to us because that's one of the perks is we get to support you guys and shout you out on all of our socials.
Absolutely. And guys, we are already looking for sponsors for our June 12th event. So if you are interested in sponsoring for the June 12th event, you can email us at missionprowrestling@gmail.com and just put sponsor information in the subject line, and we get back to you really quickly. We don't leave you hanging.
Yeah. So a question is, ladies, can fans sponsor a match wrestler?
You can sponsor a match if you want to. We have different tier levels for sponsorship, so it depends on what you want exactly. Just email us. We can talk it out. So missionprowrestling@gmail.com. Email us. Tell us what you're looking for, and we can give you the sponsor tiers, and we can do it that way. Gorilla Press has arrived. Gorilla Press, another one of our sponsors. Thank you so much, Gorilla Press. You keep us motivated to keep going as well. Another great guy to have as a sponsor. Brian, we're not making a flyer for you, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, we make enough flyers. You don't need to. Yeah, and Brian, this is a great reminder. So June 12th is our next show after May 1st, and then we have July 31st, and then September 18th and beyond.
Wait, I'm not wearing a. Oh. Can we talk instead while you're wearing a Maddie Rinkowski t-shirt? Who's wearing a Maddie Rinkowski t-shirt? Not me.
Who is?
I don't wear no Maddie Rinkowski.
I think t-shirt. Brian is. How does you know Brian's wearing a shirt?
I don't know.
Hi, Dan the man, brother Dan the Man Smith. Hi.
Hi, Dan. For all the way from England. We met during the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason to join our live streams when we do them. We get to talk and chat, and you get to watch all the shenanigans on the live stream with Anakin popping in and out as well.
Exactly. Things happen.
He hijacks my microphone and just kind of puts me out of business for a little while.
Yeah. So do we have any other do we have any Brian bombs tonight or any other exciting things we need to announce for the May 1st show?
I feel like there should be a Brian bomb. I will let Brian let me know. But I will say this, guys, since there is not a carnival for May 1st. We have opened up tickets a little bit more. They'll still be spread out. Masks will still be enforced. Temperatures will still be taken at the door. We decided to add a little bit more chairs, space them out, but we are already hitting critical numbers. Yes, there are tickets still available. Will they be available closer to May 1st? I cannot guarantee it because our tickets are flying off the shelves. Guys, this show has so many debuts. I mean, Viva Van, we've talked about. Roxy's coming back. Alejandra Lyon will be making her debut against the Woad. We dropped that today. We have Marty Bell making her debut. We have Viperous making her debut, which I'm so excited for Viperous, guys. I've only seen her live once. Blew me away. But to see her in action against Rachel Rose on May 1st is going to be amazing. I think that they're definitely going to put each other to the limits. Viperous is the snake. Did you know that, Emily? I didn't. Viperous is the snake. Rachel Rose, the queen of House Rose. So I am, really excited to see who is more dominant in this match because they're both coming so strong. And then, of course, we have I'm so excited is on our show today. We have Jasmine Allure versus the debuting Dulce Tormenta, Sweet Storm in English. And she is a luchadora out of El Paso. El Paso seems to be like the capital of luchadores right now in Texas. Cannot wait to see her debut. I have only seen her online. So and of course pictures, but I just cannot wait to see that. She's going to be, this is going to be an amazing, amazing show, guys. I think each one of these matches is going to be like fighting for match of the night. I just,
that makes a good show.
It makes a great show. I honestly cannot put my finger on which one is going to like take it. But, we also have Genocide and Holodead round 2. No shenanigans, I've been told. No shenanigans. Holodead is putting her foot down.
I don't know. I mean, it could. I don't know. Do you believe her though?
I mean, last time it was Rachel Rose interfering because she wanted that title shot. This time, I don't know who would go against Genocide and Holodead, like against their wishes to be no shenanigans, but whoever it was has to be like, what's the word? Like they have to be glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
No shenanigans. And if anybody interferes, you have them to deal with. I wouldn't want to deal with either one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Brian Rosa. Guys, yeah, he's
what?
There's one of his Brian bombs right there, I guess.
What? I'm trying oh my goodness. Okay, well, Melanie, do we want to bring on our special guest?
I would love to bring in Dulce Tormenta, aka Sweet Storm. Because guys, I have so many questions for her. This is the first time she and I are talking.
Oh,
yay!
Hi, how are you?
I love it.
A wave.
I know our little wave.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to have you on the show. You and I have been like texting and messaging back and forth, but this is the first time we've actually spoken like face to face.
Finally, so many messages back and forth, text messages. So now, finally, nice to meet you, Melanie. Nice to meet you, Emily. I'm very excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. So for a lot of people that don't know, because I just told Emily, even though we're both in Texas, or all three of us are in Texas, we're in 2 different time zones.
Yes, and so I was very confused. It's my first time here being with you guys with Mission Pro Wrestling. And I was so nervous because you kept saying 8. And then my friend, actually, shout out to Denzel. He's the one that's commenting right here on the screen. He's like, hey, sweet, like it's 8 p.m. over there, but it's 7 over here. And so that's when I started to panic because I didn't know that. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I gonna do? Let me make sure we're both on the same time and I'm not late. So that's
well, it's okay. I didn't realize that there was a different time difference as well. So that was a new thing I learned.
I forget because we go into daylight savings time and they don't. So we stay an hour ahead of them. Yeah, so shout out to Denzel. Thanks, Denzel.
Yeah, thank you. He saved me, literally.
So a lot of our fans, they don't know Dulce Tormenta. Yeah. So I want them to get to know you. So you were coming off an injury, correct? You're coming off an injury, so you're just, for the past couple of months, you've been, back to work though, right?
Yes. Okay, so when I was 15, I started starting my training. Mm-hmm. Me and my family have a pro wrestling company here in El Paso, Texas. It's called EP Heroes, and back then it was New Era Wrestling. Okay. And so it was created by me, 4 brothers. I'm the only girl.
Oh, wow.
And so, yes, and so we started to create shows, and I started off as Delilah.
Okay.
Delilah comes from the story of Delilah and Samson. I used to wrestle guys, so that kind of really just connected and created Delilah. I was Delilah for, I want to say, 5 years. And then, unfortunately, in 2019, I wrestled a wrestler, a man. His name is VIP. During a match, he's one of those wrestlers that showers in oil.
No.
Yeah, so I'm wrestling, trying to take him down. He has me in a kind of like a powerbomb position, and I fall, like I slipped. It was an accident, of course. Accidents happen. I slipped back. I hit my head on the ground. It was the most ugliest sound. I blacked out completely for like 5 seconds. I woke up and my family was with me, just, trying to keep me awake. I went to the ER. And I had a very, very, very bad concussion. I just couldn't get better. It lasted like about 6 months. I was in bed 6 months. I was just,
wow.
Yes, I know. And I'm so sorry to say this, but in those 6 months, I hated wrestling. Like, like, am I ever going to get any better? Is this ever going to go away? So I started to, little by little, take care of myself. I started to go to a chiropractor. I took medication. I would just really try to massage my head. I don't know, just anything that could help me get better. It didn't get better until November. I remember because I had a Thanksgiving dinner, and for the first time, I did not have a headache. So it lasted 6 months. I want to say 7 or 8 after that. Okay. So then in December, I decided I wanted to come back. Like I've been away for so long. I wanted to come back in 2020. So I started to train. Because obviously I didn't look like how I look now. The depression and everything that I was going through just really put me down as a person and as a wrestler. I just didn't feel like myself anymore. So in 2020, when I decided to come back, I was like, I'm going to come back with a different name. It's going to be a whole different look. I need to come back stronger than ever. And I need to leave my name, Delilah, with my family, where I come from, where I was created. So that's what I did in 2020. I was training and, trying to get a hold of people that I knew about bookings and stuff like that. And then COVID happened.
Right.
Yeah. So it just like hit me even harder, and I started to think like, oh my God, like maybe it's the universe trying to tell me not to chase wrestling anymore. But it's been great. It's been great. COVID again hit me hard, so it was just so hard for me to come back. But I did it. I came back, and when I started working on my new name, my new look, my new gear, that's when I started to look for places where I could take the talent of the 915, the Sun City, and represent the Lucha Libre. I saw you guys. I saw Mission Pro Wrestling, and I knew that I just wanted to be a part of you girls because just that's the type of environment that I want to be around with. Just strong women that want the dream just like me, that are willing to just like push each other to the limit, and just I don't know, everything about Mission Pro Wrestling I love. Shout out to Brian. He messaged me. He's like, thank you so much for promoting. I said, no problem. I love Mission Pro. So far, I've heard nothing but great things about you girls. And let me tell you that this whole time, I have been studying Jasmine.
Have you?
Oh.
Oh.
Her moves, and I'm so ready to bring the Lucha Libre to Mission Pro Wrestling.
Well, we're excited to have you.
Yeah,
you know,
we're super excited. Yeah.
You know,
oh, sorry.
It was funny. No, I was gonna say it was funny because you know, this is me. I creep into everybody's DMs, so I crept into your DMs.
Yeah.
Melanie.
I do. It's part of what I do. I creep into DMs. I'm the creeper. You know, and one of the things, and a lot of people in the chat as well, one of the things that caught my eye was your mask.
Yeah.
It was did you design it? Did you have somebody design it?
So I came up with the name in English. It was Sweet Storm. And I talked to my family about it. Hey, well, I'm thinking Sweet Storm. My little brother goes, you can translate that to Spanish into Dulce Tormenta, so it works either way.
Mm-hmm.
So I just fell in love with the name, but I just didn't really have that idea that I wanted to create. So then I contacted my designer. His name is Nick. Shout out to Nick. And I told him, Nick, this is my name, and this is what I feel Sweet Storm should be, which is a sweetheart, you know, as a person, as a wrestler, but a storm in the ring. And so he's like, okay, come back in 2 weeks. So I go back in 2 weeks, and he has my design. He has everything just ready for me, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love your gear. I think everybody said that they love your gear and your mask, and everybody loves your mask. Everybody's just shouting out just
everyone's loving it. Yeah.
Let me read.
It's gorgeous. It's like beautiful colors. It's great. But I know you mentioned that like you thought of the name, but like how did you, like what was your process in figuring out what your new look was going to be? As you put, you know, your previous persona aside, like how did you create this new one? Like, were you inspired with like this past year in the pandemic and like how to get out of a storm like this, or like what inspired you?
I think what inspired me was the fact that I knew I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to go around Texas, meet new talent, wrestle against the best in Texas. Mm-hmm. So I knew that I needed that side of me that described me as a storm, that described me as my type of style, lucha libre. And so I had that thought, and then I was like, but then I also need something that isn't so hard for me to play, which is sweet, which is dulce, you know. I love everybody. I love the fans, and I love wrestling most importantly. So I just feel like it was the perfect combination, and it was the perfect name for me.
Brian just has jokes for you today. Oh my goodness. Said you should team with Thunder Rosa and become Thunderstorm.
I would really love that.
That is such a dad joke.
Brian, I can't even, we're not even gonna, no. Just kidding.
Don't encourage him, please.
Yeah, you guys stop saying he's brilliant. You're gonna rub his ego.
Yeah, exactly. And he's also asking.
Let me tell you, I love Brian already. I cannot wait to meet him.
Oh yeah,
stop it. That was actually one of his questions. He says, "Who are you most excited to meet at Mission Pro besides Brian?"
Because Brian, okay, so my number one was Brian, of course. After that, it was obviously Miss Thunder Rosa. I'm a huge fan. I actually knew Thunder Rosa by a loved friend, Sal Acosta. May he rest in peace. And
you were friends with. I love Sal so much, dude. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you and I are gonna be friends already.
Oh my God, yes. You see, I love it already. I'm mostly excited to meet Roxy. I was listening to what you guys were talking about, and that is very true. I've heard Roxy this whole time I've been out. I'm still using my social media, of course. I saw Roxy, and so I'm just very excited to meet her, and of course everybody else in the Mission Pro Wrestling roster. I'm just excited to be there. I'm excited to meet everybody. So
how are you? So you said you were kind of studying Jasmine's like matches, and is there anyone else that you've been studying to kind of prepare for your arrival at Mission Pro?
I've been studying. Let me tell you. Okay, so I love Mission Pro Wrestling.
Tell us all.
Everything that you guys post, every match that you guys post, I click on the tag. and I check out their wrestlers. I'm not going to say who because I don't want anybody to know that I've been studying them because this is when I'm storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, part of your plan, right?
Yes, it's part of my plan to just to everybody. But I'm a huge fan. Everybody in the roster, I feel like everybody has something different to offer. And I feel like so do I. You know, it's just the perfect place for me to bring the lucha libre, lucha mexicana, and so super excited.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Somebody asked, who inspired you to become a wrestler? Was it I know you said your family owned the wrestling company.
Yes.
So is it your parents or your family members who are wrestlers before you?
Yes. My brothers were the first ones to start training.
Oh, okay.
My older brother. I have 3 older brothers. Triton, Rey Lagarto, Tirano, me, and then my little one, Dastan. And so the 3 of them debuted at first with my father, and I was the photographer.
Nice.
Girl with the camera, you know?
Yep.
And so
you guys are going to get along.
We are going to get along. Look at this. See?
We're already best friends. And so I was the camera girl. So, of course, you see me doing everything that I can to take pictures with my brothers. You know, I'm a huge fan. And as I started to seeing them, just everything that they were doing, how fans would just, be so excited to get a picture with them, excited to get an autograph, excited to just like get to know them. Their social media was so full of love and just people tagging them. It was awesome. You know what I mean? They would come home like, hey, this wrestler from San Antonio? Yeah, well, he tells me he knows about me here in El Paso. And so it's so awesome. And so that's when I started to get involved. I was a volleyball girl. I loved volleyball. I was a fan of wrestling, but I mean, not so much. You know what I mean? It was just like here and there. But then that's when I fell in love with it because of my brothers. So then that's when I started to train. My brothers trained me. The 3 of them trained me. And let me tell you, I did my first rows. I did not get up from my bed the next day.
Oh, no. That's true.
So I think I was 13. I think I was 13 when I first stepped into a ring. And I was so sore. I swear to God, I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to training. I don't want to go to training. But I have surgery.
These guys, man, they love to give me a hard time. Gorilla Press is like, she's going to get Mel to start training lucha. I hope you're talking about someone else and not me. Because everybody wants me to learn how to take a bump, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't getting up. I'm gonna bump, and I'm not gonna get up. Someone's gonna have to roll me out of the ring. I'm not doing it.
So I would love to know, how was it? Because you were talking about your brothers and growing up in a wrestling family. So how were they super supportive of you when you decided to pursue wrestling?
Yes. So we created our own pro wrestling company because there were a few promoters here in town. But of course they didn't believe in the new talent. They didn't believe in, you know what I mean? Like, you train, wait until you get the opportunity. So my brothers got tired of waiting. That's when we created the pro wrestling. And so when I came in the picture, it was just negativity around me here in town, like in the pro wrestling world, just because I was the daughter. Because I wrestled with my brothers, they would say like everything that I accomplished was not validated because the promoter is her dad. He must have gotten it for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
The brothers wrestled with her. That's why she looks good. So nothing was validated. And so at the age of 14, 15, it was very hard for me to see that. It was very hard for me to see negative comments and just get hate. And I mean, of course, our fans gave me so much love, and I absolutely love them. But on the social media side, on the pro wrestling side, on the luchadores side here in town, because we do live in a border, Ciudad Juarez, because you girls are familiar. Wrestlers from Ciudad Juarez, just negativity all around. And so it would hurt me. I would cry. I was a little girl. And so my brothers were super supportive. They were the ones that got me off social media for a while. They were the ones that like blocked me off, because they loved me and they knew that I had the potential, And so family always super supportive of me. So I love that.
That's great. I love that. Do you feel like, because I know you're all the way in El Paso, but there's a big, strong luchadores community over there, but do you feel like sometimes you're disconnected from the rest of Texas? Because, you see like there's a lot of going in Corpus and Houston and Dallas and of course San Antonio. Do you feel like sometimes you're cut off and you're like, man, hey guys, we're over here in El Paso, we're doing our thing too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you sometimes?
I do. And so when I started to reach out to promotions to get booked, to get my name out there, it was very hard for me. First of all, because we live, I think our next big city would be, who would it be? Would it be like San Antonio, Dallas? That's like 6-8 hours away. So
yeah, San Antonio, yeah.
Yeah, everything was to Juarez, like it was just so confusing and it was very hard for me. But I am, however, very thankful for the wrestlers here in El Paso that have gotten the opportunity in other promotions, because that has definitely opened doors for me as a newbie with my name, and for many others and the rest to come. So El Paso definitely is getting a spot on the map for now.
I definitely think that, I mean, they've had a spot in the map, but I just feel like people don't realize that you're just 6 hours away. I mean, El Paso, when we're talking about it, it seems like so far because Texas is such a big state. Because honestly, we drive to Dallas and we drive to Houston, and that's 3 hours from where I am, and then I drive to Beaumont, which is another hour, so sometimes 4 or 5 hours. I might as well just gone all the way to El Paso. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we forget that.
Yeah.
So I think we forget that it's just right there, but we're so glad to have you in Mission Pro. Yeah. I'm so glad I crept into your DMs. You know, it's just it's funny though, because you know, we're always trying to look, Mission Pro's always looking for the new talent, and we're always looking to see, and we'd love to support our local talent as well. And you know, obviously El Paso's local. Of course. But it's funny though, because I love that Brian is such a huge supporter of you.
Oh, thank you.
Because I told him, I was like, we're bringing on a luchadora. Her name is Dulce Tormenta, Sweet Storm. Go check her out. We're going to bring her on. He's like, you booked her. Booked. Okay. He's like, I know nothing about her. Cool. So now he's just, and I think that's going to be our fans with Mission Pro. Yeah. They didn't know the name, but now that they're seeing you, now they're seeing your name. Yes. Man, everybody just seems to be on board 100%. And I love it because you're getting your name out there, you know.
And what you'll find is, like, so I just did my first Mission Pro show, the last one. Oh my God, my brain. What month is it? March. What month? I totally blanked out for a second. You know, you get a little nervous, right? But everyone was so supportive. The fans, all the ladies behind the scenes. It's just like one big family. So we're going to welcome you. I mean, I don't know if Jasmine will, but I think everyone else will.
Yeah.
She might welcome you.
No, Jasmine can get either my sweet side or she can get my storm side. So I'm ready.
I know, right? So like, I don't know which direction it's going to go. So
yeah, Jasmine has a little bit of a history. No, she's a little bit of a history of sneak attacks. She likes to go a little world star on people, you know, break down, throw the earrings out and attack people. So I'm not saying watch your back, but maybe watch your back.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And I'll definitely consider that, especially coming from you, Melanie. And Emily, if you have any other comments as well, because you girls have been there, I have not. I don't know what I'm setting myself up to. So it's just great. Thank you, girls.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you can ask Maddie. Jasmine has cost her a championship match because, you know, Jasmine hit her with a belt, the championship belt, her own championship belt. Her own championship belt. I mean, she stole the belt off the ring announce table and smacked her with it. So
so she's one of those. Okay.
She's a little feisty. So I would not turn my back on her.
And I would be careful of objects in the ring and anything. Just because the match is over doesn't mean things are over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. There's been some brawls at Mission Pro. There have been some drag out brawls at Mission Pro. That's all I'm gonna say. In the chairs, beer spilled, glass broken. I'm not gonna say who it was, Thunder Rosa, but you know.
some extremas. You guys have extrema lucha.
Exactly. She thought she was stone cold for a second. Spiked some beer bottles. I was like, wow.
Nope.
That's definitely a place I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
We haven't scared her off yet.
So where else? So like, I know we talked a lot about Texas.
Yes.
Where else, once things start like opening up a little bit more, and are there any other places you want to visit and kind of wrestle for? Because I mean, Mission Pro is the best, but
totally agree on that.
What's your vision for because you're just getting back into things. So what's your vision for your future?
I think like for right now, I really want to keep continuing to explore Texas. Just every place of Texas I would really love to be a part of. Of course, I'm going to go to Denver on Sunday. I'll be over there with Tammy Sareda, and it's going to be Lucha Libre. I'm going to have a very, very talented opponent. So I'm very excited for that. There's some places that I'm talking with in Las Vegas and Chicago, but it's kind of hard for me because, again, I'm just starting with this new name. So I know that with what I have now, that's what I have to work with and just work my way up. And so I'm very hungry to become that wrestler that you see my mask and you know who I am. And you know where I come from, and you know who I represent, and just the lucha libre that backs me up, and all of my experience, background in high school wrestling, just everything. Like that's my goal right now. That you see my mask and that's Sweet Storm. So
yeah, well, we're so excited to like have you to be a part of your journey. One advice that we wanted to mention is merchandise is huge at Mission Pro. So if you have merch, you have to bring it because merch is huge. The fans are super supportive of that.
Of course,
as Mel can attest.
Yes,
of course. I'll definitely save a shirt for Brian, so he'll be the first one to have an official shirt.
Wow, Brian, look at that!
Because I saw the comments about him wearing another shirt instead of the Rosa shirt. I saw him.
Yes. I'm trying to think if I have seen him in a Thunder Rosa shirt lately. I don't think I have.
Wow.
Yeah. But, Brian's really supportive, and he even says, we got you. We got a great network. And we do. We have, Mission Pro Wrestling. We have a great network of people working for us. Emily, who works all over the U.S. with United Wrestling and, of course, her podcast. And then Brian is Brian. Brian is Brian. And then, of course, Thunder Rosa and all the ladies there. They're always they're really supportive, and that's what you're going to see in the locker room. And then there's our fans. Our fans do an amazing job of like sharing, retweeting, reposting, commenting. They love it, and we love them for it. So that's the one thing when we say when we have merch, it's merchamania, because there is not a seat there's not a seat that's like still anybody sitting in it when it's time for merch. They're up, they're getting pictures, they're getting shirts. I mean, they bring bags to fill. So we appreciate them so much.
That's awesome. That's also a great tip. Thanks, girls. Definitely will prepare for that. That's awesome. I already love it already, and I haven't even been there yet. So
I know you're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be awesome to have you.
Great. That's great.
And we have great sponsors too, and our sponsors are in the comments, man. They're just so overwhelmed with you right now. Like a lot of them, they're like, they're just like, they're excited to have you. They love that you're going to be at Mission Pro. They love your mask. They love what your struggles to get here. So, I mean, they're really going to be supportive of you. And I know a lot of them will introduce themselves when they get to see you live. So it's just going to be, it's almost like your wedding day, where it's like you're nervous when you get there, but man, it goes by so fast. And at the end of the day, you're like, damn, that was nice. That felt good.
Yeah. It's like I would say it's like any event that you've planned and then it goes by way too fast. That's
yeah.
That's a better example.
I feel like
wedding girl, no, not yet.
I mean, you're not getting tons of gifts, so I wouldn't say it's a wedding.
True. That's true.
You might be getting some kicks and some,
That's true.
some high spots going on.
There's no cake and presents. Forget it. It's not like a wedding at all.
I mean, maybe we need to have a cake.
I'd be down for some cake.
Yeah,
sorry.
Some cake. So I want to throw this question out for you. So the Chaos Theory podcast asked you, is it overwhelming coming from and representing El Paso, where the legendary Guerreros ran the scene for so long?
That is a super important question. I absolutely love Eddie Guerrero. Absolutely love the fact that he's from El Paso. He made amazing things, and till this day, his legacy is still running El Paso. I feel like that definitely keeps me motivated to. I don't want to say be like Eddie Guerrero because I do give him that respect, but I do want to be the next legend of El Paso. It is on my shoulders the whole time, but I do give Eddie Guerrero that respect that he created, and I feel like it should be on my own with definitely that on the back of my head. And if he was able to do it, if he was able to come out of my city where I was born and raised, so can I. And so I love Eddie Guerrero. I love that people know when you hear about El Paso, who do you think of in the wrestling community? You know what I mean? And so that's why I want to give him that respect, and I really do. And I'm very proud to represent El Paso. That's why I say where legends are made, because he was made here. And so I feel like I am the next women's legacy and memory for El Paso.
I love that. I love that you also, you had the confidence in yourself to also change, your whole persona in wrestling, because that is something
so hard,
pretty hard. Yeah, I was gonna say that is so hard to do, right?
Yes.
To remarket yourself, to put yourself back out there.
Yes.
So, what was the first thing? So you got your mask, you got your gear, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And is it the first thing you're like, okay, I just got to start the ground running and start messaging companies? Like you had to reset up all your social medias.
Yes. So it was a struggle for me to start back up. I remember I would cry, like, oh my God, like nobody wants me a part of their show, but I'm ready to take on the world. You know what I mean? But I knew that I needed to start step by step, start again with my new name, my new persona. I have a friend. His name is Dante, and he works for Sword Wrestling down in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And he wrestled for us, I want to say 2019, before I got injured. And so when I came back, he was very excited to see me back, and he invited me over to Sword Wrestling. And of course, me, with the first opportunity that I got, I said yes. I went over to Sword Wrestling. I had a lot of fun, great people, great talent. And so that helped me post a little bit about myself. Like, I'm going to be the first show in Texas, my debut in Texas or in Dallas. And so it started pretty slow, and it discouraged me. I'm not going to lie. But it's understandable. So with that. Yeah,
you have to remember to be patient with yourself. And we're our worst self-critic, right? We're going to be the hardest on ourselves. And so you have to remember, when you're like, that's such a brave thing for you to do, to start over, right? After you've established yourself. And so like, it's incredible that you like went back, you really reflected and figured out, okay, this is the direction I'm going to go. And, it's a marathon, right? Not a sprint. So taking the time. Yeah.
I love that. Yes. And that's what everybody should remember, in wrestling or just your personal things. You just need to take it day by day and just try to focus on yourself, because that's when everything just comes together, and that's when everything just works out. Actually, I've ever since I started wrestling with my new name, I just knew I wanted to be a part of Mission Pro. And so I had messaged you girls. I got an email. And so, no, I got an email to email.
Yes.
So I did. And so,
that was me.
I got an email to email.
Yep.
So that's what I did. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened on the other side with you girls, but I never heard back. And so I was pretty sad. I was like, oh man, like, is there something that I could do to make it better?
Right,
that was also another fire of me. Like, this is where I want to go. This is my goal for right now. So I just need to take it day by day, because I'll eventually be there. Like, if you see yourself doing it, you're going to do it. So.
Yeah, I know. So like visualizing and visualizing where you want to be is really important in anything, like in anything in your life. And so that's such an important lesson for you and for anyone, is to like see where you want to go and then keep working towards that. And that's an important thing to just like instill. It keeps you motivated, keeps you going.
Yes.
So Dan the Man Smith, he's all the way in England. He would love a little shout out from you, if possible.
Brother Dan the Man Smith.
Dan the Man Smith, if you want to just give him a little hello.
Oh, yes.
He's one of our fans.
Hi, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy Dulce Tormenta. I don't know if you understand Spanish. I'm from El Paso, and I'm saying hello to you. What's up?
He's gonna have to message you later. He wanted to know if there was any way to get an autographed picture from you, but
oh my God, that's awesome! Yes, I actually just got those, so it would be my first one.
There you go, Brother Dan. If you're still on, I know he's in England and he was gonna sign off, but yeah, if we can, we'll get you one. Dan the Man.
You can message us online if you need help. We can get that to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody's excited to have you. We are too. You have such a good energy about you.
Thank you so much.
So where do you go to? So people are asking where you go to get merch from you.
That I'll take my money.
Already? Oh my goodness.
Already, I told you they're super supportive.
So I do work with a company. They're called Plain Salty. They're the ones that created my previous shirt and merch. So absolutely check them out. It's plainsalty.com. I work with them, and so they have some of my merch. You guys are more than welcome to purchase from there. It's Plain Salty collab with Sweet Storm.
So Plain, is that Plain? Plain?
Yes, like plain and then salty, no spaces.
Salty.
Everything's together.
Plain Salty. Okay, great. Plain Salty, guys. Go get her merch.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So Emily can put it Emily's going to put it in the comments, guys, so you guys go and check out her merch.
I'm trying to find it.
I like that comment, Dulce Tormenta. Estás asombrosa. Is that Ryan? Oh, nice.
Ryan's been working on his Spanish. I think La Rosa Negra has been pushing him to bring it out. He's been busting it out with La Rosa Negra. So
yeah,
we're gonna. That's the one thing. I was actually just mentioning that to somebody. In the promos that we've seen and from our past, from our champion or from our number one contenders, or even from like Marty Bell and of course Thunder Rosa, is the fact that Mission Pro has been doing bilingual promos, so it's not all in Spanish, it's not all in English. They'll mix it up. Obviously, La Rosa Negra, she feels a little bit more comfortable in Spanish, so she'll go through English and Spanish. But I love that about us because no matter the language. I mean, if you're if you're from another country and you want to speak your native language, that's fine. But I love the fact that we've been doing that and encouraging it because it just adds another dimension to Mission Pro to show that we're all we're all different. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Exactly. And we all come from all over different backgrounds.
Absolutely.
We definitely all have different personalities.
Yeah.
But we all love wrestling, and we're all working together to.
Yeah, we're all in it, right?
Awesome show happen.
A little bit about myself. I'm fluent in Spanish. I can read and speak Spanish. I'm fluent in English. I can read and speak English, and I also know sign language. And so I have deaf friends that, of course, absolutely, they love wrestling, and they love the fact that I'm able to communicate with them. So that's also new.
Amazing.
The roster. Dulce Tormenta sabe español, inglés, y señas. But English signs.
Oh my God.
No, it's not Mexican signs, so it's different.
I know ASL. I've forgotten. I've forgotten most of it.
Oh my gosh, you guys are going to be best buds.
I've forgotten a lot of it.
I think we need a wine. We need a wine trip. That's what this means. We need a bonding trip.
Totally.
We need to go wine country, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Except after Mission Pro, because Thunder Rosa, I don't want to get yelled at that we're all a little tipsy.
I know. Me and backstage, I'm a little like, hold on.
Yeah. I would never do that before.
Sure.
No, girls. After. We'll definitely
After.
We'll go on a girls' date.
Oh, we even have saludos from Puerto Rico. All right, Roito, thank you for coming in here. Nice. Oh, Brother Dan the Man is still here. Brother Dan the Man, go check out her merch. So, Plain Salty. Plain Salty is where you can get her merch online.
Or just the name, Dulce Tormenta.
Ryan is recommending that a wine trip on the Mission Pro Wrestling bus.
Brian, where's my bus?
Yeah.
Where's my bus, Brian?
We need a bus. We need to make sure we bond like fully. I don't think we fully have bonded with everyone. So
I know. And I also said I needed a Mission Pro Wrestling monster truck. We talked about that. I mean,
what? I love monster trucks.
I mean, Medusa, Alundra Blaze, she was at Mission Pro. She can go on a monster truck. She knows how to drive one. So I've got a driver. So
you guys,
it'll be safe. We can get a truck.
Okay, we are gonna have a Monster Jam truck competition at the next Mission Pro show.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, we don't need a carnival. We'll have monster trucks.
That's what I'm saying.
Right after that, the wine. Don't forget that.
And the wine. So, Dulce, Roito wants to know what 5 wrestlers are in your bucket list for people you want to face.
I see on the comments a lot La Rosa Negra, so definitely would love to look into that because I have seen it a couple of times here. Absolutely, Roxy. I do want to say, let me see who I'm trying to wrestle. Thunder Rosa, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Thunder Rosa, yeah.
Absolutely, she's definitely on the list. Let's see.
I'm all Brian. Brian, make it happen. She's already named 3 people that's on their roster. So.
Exactly.
You know what? The thunder comes before the storm, but we'll see who finishes first.
Oh!
Right there, a little spice on that. Real quick.
Woo, I felt that.
She just kind of promo on you like that, Thunder Rosa.
Woo.
Like that.
Oh my God, girls, don't get me in trouble.
There's going to be some Thunder Rosa social promos coming out tomorrow. Forget Dave LaGreco.
You know who I also love? I love Genocide. Genocide.
Somebody actually says they want to see you go up against Genocide.
Yeah.
The Chaos Project, Genocide versus Dulce Tormenta.
Genocide. I've seen her Instagram and the promos, the music that she puts on there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, unique. Oh snap! That was
yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, what did I just do?
Oh, someone said
I'm ready.
You started it. It was all here. You started it. I'm not.
Yeah.
I know.
Bobby
no responsibility, no problem.
Bobby says Red Velvet could be a good opponent for you. And Maddie, someone threw out Maddie.
You could beat Maddie. Boo, oh, yeah. Maddie, boo.
So Melanie and Maddie have some heat. So, Melanie kind of fights with her a lot. So
Maddie's the one who should be probably wearing a mask during her matches, maybe a paper bag over her head.
Whoa,
yeah, I said it. I said it out loud.
Wow. So she gets a little.
Her now.
Yeah,
definitely her and see what's up, see what's going on.
Yeah.
So everybody. Melanie, I know you got me, girl, right?
I got you.
Yeah, Melanie acts all sweet and tough. She has things in charge. But when it comes to Maddie, she becomes completely unraveled, and she just wants to take her down.
Yeah.
And we still need a steel cage match with Melanie and Maddie in the cage, duking it out. I don't know when that's going to happen. But yeah, there's a lot of history there that. Yeah.
Dulce versus Black Widow. I see that comment.
Where's that? Oh, right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Widow, right there.
Story time. Are you girls ready?
Yes, because you're both from El Paso.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know that you guys are both from El Paso right now.
So Black Widow joined our pro wrestling school with my family. Mm-hmm. We trained together. My brothers trained her. I trained her. My father named her Black Widow. He gave her the name and just everything, and so we worked together for a couple of years. Unfortunately, sometimes situations just don't go the way one should want. She decided to do her own thing and start traveling, and my family and I are very proud with what she has done with Black Widow. Definitely a strong girl and a good performer.
There you go.
Amazing. So Brian, Brian, I apologize for passing your comment. I was trying to catch up. But he says to keep your schedule open for all Mission Pro dates.
Absolutely,
so
Brian. I'll do that for you, Brian.
How about for Brian. You see how this is already? Man. Somebody also said they'd like to see you against Sky Blue. Is it funny though when people want to pair you up with other people?
No,
Scott,
absolutely not. I feel like it's an honor, because I'm still trying to get familiar with the wrestlers that are in Mission Pro in Texas, everywhere. So when people think that I, Dulce Tormenta, Sweet Storm, can face this wrestler, it's an honor for me, because I feel like it makes me wonder, well, why do they want me to face her?
Right.
What they think like I can put up a good match, and I love that. I love that for me. I bring the storm all the time. Lucha libre, pro wrestling, whatever I'll take it all. So it's an honor when people start to tell me like wrestle her, because that's when I start to look it up. That's when I start to look up the girls and get to know them and study them. You see, because I'm always watching, I'm always studying, I'm always on social media, always watching to prepare for anything. So
absolutely, I think that's the way you do it. I mean, Sky Blue is definitely coming off a big weekend right now. So she was in Tampa for Ladies Night Out. She faced La Rosa Negra. She also had some indie shows out there with GCW. She also on Monday did AEW Elevation, and she was on NWA Power. So she's coming off a big couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got another. So we had a question about Puerto Rico. Would you ever come to Puerto Rico after the pandemic? Yeah, that's a question.
Of course, Puerto Rico. That's where Bad Bunny is from.
That's true.
Right?
Absolutely, I would love.
God. Were you impressed? I was so overwhelmed by his performance.
Girl, I stopped everything that I was doing. Make sure I was sitting down watching Bad Bunny. Like,
I was shocked.
Great wrestlers. They know how to definitely work, and I was just amazed at the fact that Bad Bunny took the time out of his busy schedule. Bad Bunny is such a huge celebrity worldwide. He took the time to learn, to train, to just everything that he did was amazing. Mad props to Bad Bunny. And so I just love Bad Bunny. I love Puerto Rico, and I would love to be there one day.
Yeah, he definitely did a great job. And okay, guys, so here it is. We've been waiting a whole hour, but we got one. A Brian bomb. Mission Pro will be going to Puerto Rico. There's a Brian bomb right there.
Is that your Brian bomb? What? Oh, wait. Oh, I just saw it. There you
go. Wow.
What? Amazing.
There you go.
That's awesome.
And I also have another little bomb, guys. So in July, on July 17th, Mission Pro Wrestling will be going to Jacksonville, Florida for the Tacos and Margaritas Festival out there. So catch us, Mission Pro Wrestling in Jacksonville, July 17th at the Tacos and Margarita Festival. I mean, how could you say no to tacos, margaritas, and wrestling?
That's all of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of my favorite things.
That's the day of my birthday, July 17th. So I know you girls will take double for me, right?
Yes. No. Oh, I mean, no, I won't. But
yeah. And then
good luck, girls, when you guys are out there.
Well, that's amazing. Well, see, Melanie always surprises me.
So Brian says thanks to our champ La Rosa Negra for that one.
Oh,
that's nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you, La Rosa Negra.
Yes.
Taking us out to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. I'm ready.
Yeah. So somebody asked, what about intergender matches? So I know you started off doing intergender.
Yes.
But is there anyone that you would like to face in the indies?
Yes. I think Gino Medina.
Gino, yeah. The heartthrob.
Yes.
The ladies' man, of course.
Yes, the ladies' man. I think very talented. I've seen him. I have him on social media. There is a lucha libre wrestler. His name is Ares.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if you guys are familiar. He's a very talented wrestler as well. I actually met him when I was out in Alto, Texas.
Okay.
Great wrestler. Chandler, that would be a good one as well.
You know, Chandler Hopkins is really good friends with Thunder Rosa. I'm just saying. Wow. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Wow.
Yeah, when he won the championship at PPW, she handed it to him. She gave it to him.
That's great. Somebody else, new talent coming up, Tino Valentino.
Okay, yeah.
He's amazing. I love his little.
Yes.
La máquina del amor. So.
Yes.
Yeah. I do have a few, absolutely. And, that's what Dulce Tormenta is all about. That's where I come from, intergender matches. So awesome.
we're gonna have to. Unfortunately, in Mission Pro, we don't do intergender. But guys, maybe we should do should do something. Because I mean, you know, Thunder Rosa had one of her best feuds with Sammy Guevara. So maybe we should try and
maybe there's
find
some
a new
like matchups we can do later, like some custom matches where maybe it's not necessarily on the show, but you can get them later. Who knows?
There you go. Oh, somebody just said Sammy Guevara versus Dulce Tormenta.
I love it. I love it. You guys are on the same wavelength.
Interesting. Wow. Wow.
Oh my gosh, so much excitement, Melanie. Oh my gosh, so much excitement.
I know.
May 1st is coming up before we know it.
I know. So I have one last question for you. We already talked about merch, so I won't go back to that. But you're coming up to El Paso. You got 4 brothers. Are any of them coming with you to Mission Pro?
Oh.
Yes. So my brothers are my biggest fans. Absolutely love that. They support me no matter what. And I know that a comment coming from them is the truth. No matter how harsh it is, no matter how bad it's going to make me feel, I know coming from them, it's because they're not scared to hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what brothers.
Yes, my little brother is coming with me. Absolutely. My little brother is actually, the pro wrestling as well. So I'm trying to introduce him. Maybe not on Mission Pro, because, you know, it's all ladies, but just for him to get the feeling of it, going out of town and just meeting talented people, talented just everything. An older brother is going as well. So they're all my #1 supporters. I think my mom's going to go. Just everybody.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, family night.
Yeah, exactly. But
we're planning. We're planning.
I love it. But do tell your brothers that, you know, we could always use extra hands putting the ring together.
Oh yeah,
definitely. We definitely have experience on that, girl. I was
about to say,
and took it down so many times. So
yeah, you
absolutely.
Guys
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that's and a lot of our sponsors and a lot of our fans know. I mean, you know, we're there for equality. You know, that's what Mission Pro Wrestling is about. So, you know, the women put up the ring, we take down the ring, we help set up the chairs, we do everything ourselves. And of course, if there's people like brothers who want to help us, we will gladly take that help. But yeah, you know, that this is yeah. If they're watching, just so you know, you signed them up to help out.
Yes. I'll tell them later.
You'll tell them.
Take out to dinner or something, and I'll tell them, hey guys, you know, you can go to Mission Pro, but you gotta help with the ring. So don't worry.
And then there are some of our sponsors and other podcasts watching, and they want to know, how can they contact you for interviews on podcasts?
Oh yes, absolutely. Definitely follow me on social media. On Instagram, I am at sweetstorm_. I do have a Facebook. That one is in Spanish, Dulce Tormenta. And you guys can definitely follow me there, message me. I answer people all the time. And I try to just, you know, network and meet people, get opportunities. So definitely feel free to just message me.
There you go, guys. Message her, get her on your podcast. Chaos.
Yeah. Awesome.
Message her. Man, I feel like that hour kind of like flew by, or our time just kind of flew by already. We had so much. Oh no, she's gone.
I know. Oh wait, is she back? Hold on. Can she go back? Oh, are you back?
There she is.
I'm here.
I think we're having some internet issues.
And somebody wants to interview you for a class project. Can they do that?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Anybody that wants contact, interviews, bookings, just everybody feel free to message me. I'm mostly active on Instagram. That's the one that I'm mostly active on.
Okay.
Definitely message me, DM me.
Awesome. Everyone message her, get her on your podcast, talk to her about your class projects, because she's going to be everywhere shortly.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree that you are going to be everywhere, and we're glad to have you on board at Mission Pro family. This has been great interview, and everybody get her on your show, get her on your podcast, get her name out there, because I have no doubt that you'll be traveling Texas a lot more.
Thank you so much. I love that positivity. I love the energy you guys are already giving me through this video chat. I can only imagine what it's like in person. So thank you so much. I am very thankful. Thank you.
It's gonna be great. Once again, somebody's asking, do you have autographed items? Is that also on your?
No, not yet. It's because I'm still trying to work on it. Definitely, because I'm just working on everything overall about me. I want to have just all of that ready for you guys, but no, not yet. But once I do, I will post on my social media. You guys will see it on there. So yes.
All right, guys. So go check out her social media and like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff on her pages on Instagram and Facebook, right?
Yes. Instagram,
okay, great.
Facebook. Yes.
So Instagram and Facebook, guys, you can get it all there, and then she will be putting stuff up soon for her store. And we'll also be shouting her out when she has her merch as well. We'll be posting that.
Awesome. To Ryan, the fans are gonna love you. That's such a sweet message.
They will. They do. They already do.
Sweet. He's already sweet. So
yeah. Ryan is great. He is also one of our sponsors. He's a big part of the Mission Pro family. He's been with us since like the very beginning when we rebranded this past year. So big shout out to Ryan, who's always just so supportive of everything that we do. So
absolutely, yeah.
we love him. And Dulce Tormenta, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I will let you get some rest. Well, I guess it's earlier for you than it is over
there. Yes, it is. Over here, 8:12.
Yeah,
it's so early.
Yeah. It's early over there for you, but thank you so much. And I love, by the way, your tattoo that you have on your side. I love the masks that you have.
Yeah, can I show it? Is it okay?
Yes, no, of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
These are my brothers.
Oh, wow.
From oldest to youngest. And so it's the family tattoo. I'm not on here because obviously the wrestler is me. So then my little brother just got it. He turned 18, guys, and my mom gave him permission. So he got the tattoo because it means a lot to just everybody.
Yeah.
And he has everybody but himself because he's the wrestler. So that's the family tattoo. So I got the tattoo because I knew I wanted to wrestle. I knew I wanted to travel. And my brothers, unfortunately, some of them did stop wrestling. They focused more on their personal lives. And so I will forever have that in my heart. So everywhere I go, I will always show them. So that's the reason.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that tattoo. I saw you post a little story about it on your social media. So I wanted everybody to know that it's just I love the story behind it. You always have your brothers with you.
Yes, of course. They mean the world to me, and they're the ones that taught me my first roles. How could I forget that? So very true.
That's so special.
I love that.
Yeah. Don't cry, girls. Don't cry.
I know. I cry at everything. So.
I was very excited to be here when I was offered the opportunity. Of course, I had to say yes. I love you girls already. I love the whole Mission Pro Wrestling, just the concept of Mission Pro Wrestling, the fact that it's all women. I just love everything. Everything just that comes together. This has been awesome. I have been meeting people on here, like Ryan and Brian, my friend Denzel that tuned in. I just love it already. And so right now I'm going to go train because, I still need some training to do. I'm always a student. I always have new things to learn. So.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you so much for spending your Tuesday with us. We really appreciate you a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. And we'll see you May 1st.
Say hi to Thunder Rosa.
You just did.
Is she on here? Oh my God. And I'm over here saying all this stuff. Well,
Brian's on here, so she might.
Yeah. She might be listening. She's always listening.
Yes.
She's the boss lady's always around somewhere.
Boss lady.
Awesome. Well, we will see you May 1st, and good luck training tonight. Getting ready.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, girls.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Goodness, the buttons are going crazy tonight. I was like, what is happening? Hold on. I think we're good. We're going to make sure she is out. There you go. Oh my God, she's so incredible.
She really is. I'm with Bobby though. I cannot wait to watch this match even more between Jasmine and Dulce Tormenta because she's so nice, and Jasmine's got that little mean streak in her. So we'll see.
And she's been studying, and so she's playing the smarts here.
Yes.
So who's our next guest? Brian wants to know who our next guest is for next week.
So guys, obviously we know that training is crazy and stuff like that. So, but next week we have tentatively scheduled Queen Aminata. You guys might have seen her tonight on AEW Dark. And of course you saw her in March at Mission Pro Wrestling. So we're going to have Queen Aminata on the phone if everything goes according to plan which you never know. Stuff gets thrown in the air, schedules get crazy, but that is my plan, guys. Queen Aminata, who is
can't wait.
So sassy.
So sassy. She's so like, I love working with her. She's amazing.
Yeah. They're all really, really amazing. Guys, if you want to talk to any of the wrestlers, you can. They are on social media. You can comment on their photos. You can talk to them that way. That is the best way to contact the wrestlers, is through their social medias, and all of them have them. All of them. That's how they contact. That's how they keep up with you guys, and you guys keep up with them. Yeah, but I'm feeling like so good after that interview. She was so.
I know, right? I like want to go hang out with her. I want to go like drive to El Paso and try to,
yeah,
hang out with her. Maybe I'll bring a bottle of wine to welcome her to Mission Pro. Maybe I'll go find something good wine. I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to come with me to test them first.
Yeah, let's go test them first, and then
make sure they're good.
They're good. That everything's fine.
Exactly.
But thank you very much, everybody, for spending Tuesday with us. Emily, thank you so much again for being here.
Happy to be here.
I'm gonna let you plug all the stuff that you're doing right now, because man, you're keeping busy too.
Oh my goodness, we're very busy over here. So you can follow me on all social media platforms at Emily Mae Heller. You can follow. We have new episodes of United Wrestling Network, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood in Arizona every week. So go check that out. It's on Fight TV and YouTube and all over. There's tons of local listings in your area, so go check it out. I have a new TV series, My Big Fat Blonde Musical, that premiered weeks ago, but I'm still publicizing it. So you can find all that on my socials as well. And go watch it. It's a comedy musical, and it's so much fun. So if you need some lighthearted, they're short episodes, so lighthearted fun, go check that out. I'll be at Mission Pro on May 1st, and I have some other exciting things in the works, and so hopefully I can share that with you all soon.
Yeah. And guys, like I said earlier, Emily is going to have a whole bunch of stuff planned for our pre-show at Mission Pro.
Planning a whole pre-show. It's going to be exciting. So go check that out. We'll share more information about that once it gets closer. But you don't want to miss that.
She's going to be streaming live from Mission Pro Wrestling, behind the scenes. You get to see some of it, some of the stuff that happens beforehand. And of course, she's going to have interviews. Hopefully they go better than Rachel Rose throwing cotton candy. But we'll see, because we do have some characters on this.
We do have some characters. I was going to bring some peace offering gifts and just like try to butter up the interviewees a little bit, help them like settle their nerves. Maybe I'm bringing candy. Maybe I'm bringing wine. I don't know. But we'll see, because there's no carnival, right? So
there's no carnival this time.
I'm going to have to figure it out.
I'm saying chicken. Hey, chicken strips always work with me. Okay. But I don't think I want like Rachel Rose throwing chicken strips around.
No, because then then you're ruining a good chicken strip. Cotton candy, I'm like, okay, but chicken, you don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, no, maybe not that. But guys, just so much stuff happening, so much stuff going on. Like I said, shout out to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor Mission Pro Wrestling, at gmail.com is the place to send your comments, questions, and concerns about sponsoring. And also to the Mission Show, the Nation Show. The Nation Show is going to be doing a pre-show, a taped pre-show with interviews and stuff like that to show on their channel before the Mission Pro show airs on Title Match Network. So there's going to be a lot of stuff and a lot of content that day. So make sure you're keeping up. We'll put out a little schedule and reminders. But yes, it's going to be a lot, and it's going to be so much fun because you're going to get this is probably one of the bigger shows I think we've done, Emily. From the talent.
The debuts and the new kind of like returning talent coming. Like, it is a huge show. There's a huge card. Like, it's incredible. It's going to be super fun. A lot of like jam-packed action. Yeah. So I totally forgot to plug my other show, which
go for it.
So I have Women's Wrestling Talk, which is every Tuesday. We have a new interview that comes out. And then I have my show Pro Wrestling Pets, which is part of the Women's Wrestling Talk umbrella. And we interview a wrestler and really just their pet, right? And you can't, I mean, it brings me so much joy. And this week is Matt Taven. And if you have not, from Ring of Honor, and if you have not met his giant golden retriever, Gryffindor, you have to go check it out. It is the most fun I've had. And he's just like this big, fluffy golden retriever.
And he was just a lump. He was one of the few that he was just a lump there.
He was just a lump. Yeah. And then I think there was twice he got up and walked around and then came back. But he literally is a 95-pound lap dog. Yeah. And it's pretty hilarious. We just talk about his favorite food, his cheese. And he has a soft spot for cheese.
I love that so much.
Like me.
I love it. My dog has a soft spot for pasta, which I have to limit or he's going to end up like a balloon. He's just going to.
Oh, yeah. Just little, what's his favorite pasta? Little noodles or spaghetti?
Oh my God, no, spaghetti. Straight up spaghetti.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Straight up spaghetti mixed with stuffs, egg, raw egg and stuff and everything.
Oh my God.
He's got that coat that, my dog is spoiled, guys. I'm sorry. He is.
Oh, so funny. Well, yeah. So if you guys want to see some crazy pets and what they do, with their favorite wrestlers, go check out my show. It's awesome.
I love that so much.
Melanie, you went on you've been doing tons of shows. What are you up to? Because you're doing amazing things as well.
Oh my gosh. So, guys, obviously I'm all about the Mission Pro right now though, but I did finally, I've been working on my website to get it up and running. So now you can buy prints from Mission Pro Wrestling. You can buy prints from Puro Pinche Wrestling, and you can buy prints from some of the other shows that I'm doing. But big shout out to Puro Pinche Wrestling, which is one of our sponsors as well. May 8th, they have a show, Charlie's Birthday Brawl. So check them out. So if you want to buy prints, photos, either downloads or physical photos from either of the shows, please go check out my page. It's melaniemromero.smugmug.com, I believe. And you can go ahead and you can either download or you can have prints mailed to you of some of the shows. And of course, you have Mission Pro Wrestling's champion is on there, so you can buy prints of her, and you can also buy prints of the champions of Puro Pinche Wrestling, which is Chandler Hopkins and Maddie Renkowski. So go, and I appreciate all your support because, as you know, I am a photographer. That is my day job. So this is how I make the monies that keep the lights on to keep doing the show.
Yeah, don't we all? We all got to do it, right? We all got to hustle.
We got to hustle, guys. That's my hustle.
Well, Melanie, you're amazing. And thank you so much for having me on again for On a Mission. So we'll be back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central.
Yes.
And glad I don't know if we'll have any time zone issues, but hopefully not. And remember, if you aren't subscribed to Mission Pro Wrestling on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us, comment on all of our videos. We have awesome content going up there almost all the time. And yeah, you don't want to miss it. So, and then remember, if you have not reminded all of your friends and family to purchase tickets for May 1st, locked and loaded, you don't want to miss it because they're going fast. Tickets are flying. We only have limited numbers right now. So go get them. Limited. So go get them, and you don't want to miss the show. So
that's right.
Anything else, Melanie?
Just somebody was asking, you can't make the show, but you want to get autographs for your son. Contact the wrestlers that you want to get autographs from. Many of them, like Thunder Rosa and Rachel Rose and Roxy and all that, and all those good, talented ladies, they have websites set up to where you can buy pictures. They ask, do you want them autographed? They will autograph them for you, and they will mail them to you. So please go to the wrestlers you're looking at. And if you see their website, you can go to their website and purchase them, ask them for them to be autographed. If not, you can always ask them for an autographed picture, and most of them will mail them to you. So that's how, if you can't be at the show, but you still want to support and purchase merch, that is the way to do it.
And remember, if you can't physically be at the show on May 1st, you can stream it on Title Match Network.
Yes.
So again, subscribe there, sign up, get get ready to stream it. You could have your favorite snacks. You could have Dino Nuggets, Sour Patch Kids, popcorn, all of your favorites at home if you can't be there in person. So you can still support Mission Pro, and we super appreciate it because we want to spread the word that this is the best show around.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And one last question. Dulce Tormenta does not have a Twitter, Luis. She is only on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is her go-to #1 social media right now. But other than that, thank you guys so much. We truly appreciate you being here and supporting Mission Pro Wrestling. Please remember to like, subscribe, share our YouTube page, and also repost and tweet and do this and redo that on our Facebook, on our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter. There's just too many
so many things. Just look up Mission Pro Wrestling, like everything, share everything. You'll be good. You'll be covered.
There you go. and you'll be good to go. But thank you guys so much. We appreciate you, and we will see you next Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.